Indiana State Police now investigating possible voter fraud, registration fraud in 56 of the state's 92 counties. The investigation began back in August. It's now focused on the efforts of a liberal D.C.-based voter mobilization group called Patriot Majority USA, and this appears to be just the beginning. In the state of Virginia, a new study finding more than 1,000 illegal immigrants registered to vote between 2008 and 12. As we reported to you last week, also in Virginia, the FBI looking into at least 20 cases of voter applications using the names of dead people. That's right, dead people registering in Virginia, and the number is likely much higher than that, in the neighborhood of 100 or so. Illegal voters also uncovered in Philadelphia. Some 40 illegal immigrants voting in recent elections. That's the number we know of. And today, another report of voter fraud in Colorado concerning a dead voter. There have already been 7 cases involving dead voters. This sounds so funny when I say that. Dead voters are causing trouble in Colorado between 2009 and 2015. Joining us now, former Reagan White House political director, Republican strategist, Great American PAC strategist, Fox News contributor, Ed Rollins. The Supreme Court has said there's not a problem here. There just hasn't been enough voter fraud to have integrity in our registration and voting.
Well, the interesting thing is you put those states up there. When Indiana first came up, you think, well, Indiana's not a place that's good. But Indiana is a very close race. It's a race that basically 7 years ago, voted the other way. It switched back. It's probably going to be close again. Philadelphia obviously has a big impact on Pennsylvania, very close again. Colorado, another swing state. So what I'm impressed by is that they have a big master plan of where they need to add a few thousand votes everywhere. And obviously the
Republicans have a big master plan about what to do about it, because Donald Trump has been saying to the so-called professional politicians, the RNC, the leadership of the Republican Party, this deal is rigged.
Well, the bottom line is that there's a lot of truth to that. And at the end of the day, as I've said on this show, I've talked about many times, we can't run campaigns from Washington, D.C. You got to run campaigns where the people are. And unfortunately, anybody who wants to be an operative today in politics doesn't learn in Sacramento as I did, running assembly races. You go to Washington, D.C., and you work for the RNC, and you work for the Congressional Committee.
Okay, I get it.
And so you don't know what's going on out there. The other side, basically...
But the states don't even know what's going on. Indiana, Governor Pence is talking about this investigation. We are closing within under 4 weeks to a presidential election.
Absolutely.
And people are flat-footed talking about,
we don't know what voter fraud is, but we'll see it when it comes close. And I think in this election there'll be a lot of it. So,
well, what's the Republican Party doing about it? Can the Republican Party be more screwed up than it is? Just out of curiosity, between you and me and no one else.
I don't think so. I mean, I basically, they've had a very troubled year, and they're going to have a troubled election. They blew 2008. They blew 2012. No question about it.
They have gotten into what looks to me to be a Jamestown ritual where they want to commit the party to political suicide. This is madness, what Paul Ryan is doing. What RNC Chairman Reince Priebus is letting him do. In full view, he is saying, we're going to destroy this candidate. We're going to give this election to one of the most, to me, incredible candidates I've ever seen in Hillary Clinton. And the devil be damned, because he wants to have a political opportunity.
Well, what he wants is 218 plus Republicans, so he reigns as Speaker and controls that element of the government. I worked at both ends of Pennsylvania. I've been in the White House and I've been in the Congressional Committee. I'm just telling you, they're two different places. The Republicans in the Congress...
Well, America's one place. And the fact of the matter is, we got a bunch of fools putting up with the biggest fool I've ever seen in the Speaker's chair, and that's quite saying something.
Well, at the end of the day, he's got to get 218 votes to be repeated as Speaker. But to those members out there, they're all running their own thing, and they've lived now for 8 years with Obama, and they would like to have somebody different. But first and foremost, is taking care of them. And the same way the Senate
just said that to the cartels, their days are numbered. We haven't had a president with that kind of guts in either party.
Okay.
We haven't had an attorney general with that kind of guts.
Right.
And we're putting up with rank public corruption on the part of the Democratic nominee.
Well, it's more than rank. I think as you look at these WikiLeaks, they have a very established political system that works 24 hours a day in government, in addition to being outside of government. They had a master plan of how they were going to basically protect the mothership, which was Hillary, and you see it day in, day out.
And so far, the national liberal media is not only compliant but complicit in what is, it seems to be.
We want to be in your good graces, so let us write no stories. Let us clear the quotes. You can clear the quotes.
No, the American people should tell the bunch, go to hell.
Well, they may. We'll see.
They've got the opportunity, and then we'll see what kind of mustard they've got.
Right.
Ed Rollins, thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Be sure to vote in our poll tonight. What matters more? Who leaked the Clinton emails or what's in them? Who leaked them, what's in them? Or the one who helped them to get there? Which is more important to you? Cast your vote on Twitter at Lou Dobbs. And follow me on Twitter at Lou Dobbs. Like me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram at Lou Dobbs Tonight. On Wall Street, stocks closed the day mixed. The Dow up 16 points. The S&P up 2. The NASDAQ down 8 points. Volume on the big board. Light trading.